Think eating nuts every day is perfectly healthy? Most seniors do, but the harsh truth is, after age 60, eating the wrong nuts or eating too many can quietly destroy the strength of your legs. Just a handful of Brazil nuts? That's 544 micrograms of selenium, nearly 10 times the recommended daily amount. Too much selenium can weaken your muscles, causing fatigue, aches and pains, and leaving your legs feeling weak without you even realizing it. And it's not just Brazil nuts. Some other nuts, despite looking nutritious, are secretly weighing down your legs, robbing you of the freedom you once had. Why do you find it hard to stand up after a meal? Why do your legs feel tired after just a few steps? After 60, every handful of nuts you eat is more than just a snack. It could be the turning point, either keeping your legs healthy or pushing you towards losing your independence. So let's start with the most dangerous nuts for your feet after 60. 1. Macadamia nuts, the hidden trap for senior legs. You might think you're making a healthy choice. Golden, creamy, melt-in-your-mouth macadamia nuts. A luxury treat that's even been praised for its good fats and creamy texture. But after age 60, a handful of these seemingly harmless nuts can do more damage to your legs than you think. This is the trap most seniors fall into. Just 1 ounce of macadamia nuts, about 12 small nuts, provides up to 200 calories, mostly fat. And after age 60, with a naturally slower metabolism and lower muscle mass, any extra calories behave differently. They stick around your body instead of being burned. They silently turn into stubborn fat around your waist, hips, and legs, the very areas you rely on for balance and mobility. Imagine this: you finish a light lunch, thinking you've eaten clean, but when you stand up, your knees feel a little heavier. Your steps seem slower, your thighs ache after just a short walk. Does it happen all at once? It's a silent process, building up day by day, weakening your legs without warning. And here's the scariest part: you won't notice it until one day you're struggling to get up from a chair or climb a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath. Macadamia nuts themselves aren't evil, but if you don't control your portion sizes, they can silently erode the independence you've worked so hard to maintain. The good news? You don't have to cut them out completely. Just limit yourself to 6-8 nuts max and pair them with a short daily walk to keep your muscles active and your joints healthy. If this sounds surprising to you, comment 1 below and let me know if you ever thought macadamia nuts were always a safe snack. 2. Brazil nuts, the silent danger hidden in a tiny bite. They look harmless. Just a few smooth, creamy Brazil nuts, often casually mixed into a snack bowl or nut mix. But if you're over 60, even 2 or 3 Brazil nuts a day could be silently damaging your muscles and weakening your legs. Here's why. Brazil nuts are incredibly rich in selenium, an essential mineral your body needs, but only in very small amounts. Just 1 Brazil nut contains about 90 micrograms of selenium, and most older adults only need about 55 micrograms a day. That means eating just 2 or 3 nuts could easily quadruple your daily safe limit, putting you at risk of selenium toxicity. What does it do to your body? Instead of helping you, excess selenium starts attacking your muscles, nerves, and joints. The symptoms come on quietly. A strange, persistent feeling of muscle fatigue, calf cramps even when not exercising, leg heaviness that makes walking feel like wading through thick mud. At first, you might blame these signs on old age. You might think, maybe I just need more rest. But the truth is, your legs could be losing strength from something as small as a handful of Brazil nuts. And the scariest thing? No alarm bells, no clear warnings. Just a gradual, insidious deterioration until one day you have trouble getting up from a chair or your balance suddenly falters. Thankfully, you don't have to ditch the Brazil nuts altogether. And if you like them, enjoy no more than 1 a day and skip them altogether on days when you're taking a selenium supplement. Balance is key to protecting your legs, strength, and independence. If this shocks you, Comment 2 below and see how many of us had no idea such a tiny nut could carry such a big risk. So don't worry, protecting your legs doesn't mean giving up every little treat. Knowing how much is safe is often all it takes. But Brazil nuts aren't the only tiny food with a hidden risk. Coming up next, let's talk about a nut that seems soft and harmless, but could quietly set the stage for something much more painful inside your body. Stay with me. You'll want to hear this before your next handful. 3. Cashews. No book in the history of thought is so precious as the permission to be different than others. Bernard Bittman. Hortnathe. Rich, sweet, and surprisingly delicious. It's easy to grab a handful of cashews and feel like you're making a smart choice. But if you're over 60, even just a handful could secretly be sowing the seeds of a painful problem inside you. Here's the hidden danger. Cashews are extremely high in oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that, in excess, can form sharp crystals inside your kidneys. These crystals don't stay silent forever. Over time, they can develop into kidney stones, hard, sharp lumps that can block the flow of urine, causing severe back pain and severely weakening muscles. Now imagine this. You notice a dull ache in your lower back. You shrug it off as stiffness or normal aging. But a few weeks later, you feel a sudden, sharp pain shooting down your leg. You're struggling to walk. Tasks like standing, bending, or even taking a few steps feel incredibly difficult. And here's the worrying thing. You may never associate it with those innocent handfuls of cashews you've been enjoying every week. Kidney stones are notorious for striking without warning. A day, you're fine. The next, you're writhing in agony, or worse, in the hospital. Thankfully, you don't need to fear cashews. Just keep your portions small, about 10-15 nuts at a time, and drink plenty of water to help flush the oxalate through your system. And if you already have kidney problems or a history of kidney stones, it's best to strictly limit cashews or talk to your doctor first. If this opened your eyes, comment 3 below and tell me, did you know cashews can silently form stones inside your body? 4. Pistachios, the calorie trap that weighs down your legs. Mid-afternoon, you grab a handful of pistachios, salty, crunchy, so light they almost melt in your mouth. It feels harmless. After all, pistachios are tiny, right? But here's the catch. That handful, maybe 40-50 tiny pistachios, can sneak in more than 160 calories in just a few bites. And unlike other heavy snacks that make you feel full, pistachios are dangerous in that they're easy to overeat, especially after age 60, when our sense of fullness becomes less sensitive. What happens next inside your body? Those extra calories don't just sit. They slowly accumulate as fat around the legs, hips, and lower back, areas that already struggle with circulation and strength as we age. As the days go by, you may notice a dull heaviness in your thighs, slight swelling around your ankles in the evenings, and increasing reluctance to walk long distances. You might chalk it up to age. But the truth is, these little snacks can silently make every step you take more difficult, adding to the invisible weight your legs carry with every move. And the worst part? You may not even realize it until climbing stairs feels like climbing a mountain. The good news: you don't have to give up pistachios. Just measure out about 1 ounce, about 49 nuts, and stick to that. Better yet, opt for unsalted pistachios to avoid excess sodium. And pair them with a short walk afterward to keep your blood flowing and your legs feeling light. If this makes you rethink that harmless handful of nuts, comment 4 below and share if you've ever forgot your way home while snacking on pistachios. As you can see, even the lightest, crunchiest snack can quietly place a burden on your legs over time. But calories aren't the only hidden threat seniors face. Sometimes, even foods praised for their heart benefits can carry silent risks for your joints if you're not careful. Let's move on to a nut that's often called a superfood, yet may quietly invite inflammation if not eaten wisely. 5. Walnuts. The inflammation you never saw coming. Eat a handful of walnuts a day and you're giving your heart a precious gift. Rich in plant-based omega-3s, walnuts can help lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and protect your arteries. But eat too many walnuts without careful balancing, and you could be setting up your feet for a silent battle. Here's how the two scenarios play out. Scenario 1. You eat a small handful, about 7-8 walnut halves. You balance them with leafy greens, fruit, and maybe some salmon later that week. Your body sings of anti-inflammatory power, your joints stay supple, and your feet feel light and ready to move. Scenario 2. You snack on walnuts liberally every day, maybe even 2 handfuls at a time. But you forget, walnuts are also high in omega-6 fatty acids. And when omega-6s outnumber omega-3s in your diet, they can push your body into a state of chronic inflammation. That's when the damage begins. Stiff knees when you get out of bed. Aching ankles after a short walk. A dull heaviness in your calves, almost like gravity is pulling you down harder. At first, it's easy to blame it on normal aging, but in reality, an unbalanced walnut eating habit can silently cause arthritis and sabotage your mobility over time. The solution isn't to avoid walnuts altogether. It's to eat wisely. Enjoy a moderate handful daily and balance it with omega-3 rich foods like salmon, chia seeds, or flax seeds. Let walnuts be your ally, not your potential enemy. If this makes you rethink your walnut intake, comment 5 below and tell me, are you surprised by this potential inflammatory risk? 6. Almonds, the unexpected stress on your kidneys. Almonds, the poster child for healthy eating. Strong bones, lower cholesterol, better blood sugar. Who doesn't love them? But after 60, even the healthiest foods need some scrutiny. Because hidden deep inside those crunchy bites is a mineral that in excess can secretly overwork your kidneys. You see, almonds are rich in phosphorus, an essential nutrient. Yes, but dangerous in too much. For older adults whose kidney function naturally declines with age, excess phosphorus can create a toxic spiral. Calcium is pulled from bones. Tissues stiffen. Blood vessels stiffen. Muscle fatigue creeps in. You might notice it subtly. A little more back pain than usual. More swollen ankles after walking, or even slower recovery from simple activities. At first, it's easy to ignore. Maybe I'm just getting older, you might think. But in reality, your kidneys may be silently waving the white flag, trying to keep up. The good news? You don't have to give up almonds. Just limit yourself to about 1 ounce a day, about 23 almonds, and drink plenty of water. And if you already have a known kidney problem, talk to your doctor before making almonds a daily habit. If this changes the way you look at healthy snacks, comment 6 below and share if you ever thought more almonds equals more benefits. So, as you can see, even the healthiest snacks can quietly ask too much from your body over time. But minerals like phosphorus aren't the only hidden concerns. Sometimes, it's what's sprinkled on top, invisible but powerful, that slowly chips away at your strength. Let's look next at a nut that's beloved for its crunch, but can quietly salt away your circulation if you're not careful. 7. Peanuts, the hidden salt trap threatening your circulation. You sit down to watch TV. You grab a small bowl of roasted peanuts, salted of course. Crunchy, salty, comforting. It feels like the perfect snack. But inside that little bowl lurks a hidden threat: sodium, and lots of it. Salted roasted peanuts can contain more than 120 milligrams of sodium per ounce. And while that number may seem small, it adds up quickly, especially for older adults who are already at risk for high blood pressure. What happens next? Excess sodium stiffens blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your legs and forcing your heart to work harder. Gradually, your legs may start to feel heavier in the afternoon, feel a little numb after sitting, have trouble recovering from short walks. At first, it's so subliminal, easy to blame it on fatigue. But over time, poor circulation can weaken your muscles, stiffen your joints, and steal your confidence on your feet. And what's the real danger? It builds up silently, painlessly, until one day you find yourself avoiding stairs, hikes, even short walks. Luckily, the solution is simple. Choose unsalted or lightly salted peanuts. Eat just a small handful, about 1 ounce, and drink plenty of water. Your heart and your feet will thank you. If this has made you rethink your favorite snack, comment 7 below and let's raise awareness of the hidden salt traps all around us. Eating nuts after 60 isn't a mistake, it's a beautiful habit, one that can nourish your heart, mind, and spirit when done with care. Today, we've walked together through some hidden risks, not to scare you but to give you a clearer view. Sometimes, even good things carry quiet dangers when our bodies change with age. It's not about giving up foods you love. It's about making small, thoughtful choices, measuring out a handful instead of grabbing the whole bag, choosing unsalted when you can, balancing rich nuts with colorful fruits and vegetables. It's about understanding your body's new needs and meeting them with kindness, not fear. The best news is, it's never too late. Every snack, every meal, every little adjustment you make from today forward can help you protect your legs, your heart, your independence. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be aware and willing to care for yourself like the treasure you are. If you found today's journey helpful, inspiring, or even a little surprising, feel free to share your thoughts below. Comment the number that resonated most with you, or simply leave a heart. And remember, the smallest steps often lead to the biggest changes. Your body, your legs, and your future will thank you for every choice you make from here on.